welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are here with our Clippper seed cleaner. These go back as far as 1869, and we couldn't find any markings on this showing what model number there is. There's a few different models apparently. There's even new models that you can get on a large scale cleaning for your seed. They use a smaller scale one even for doing small test samples at the grain mill to find out how much like foreign matter or anything that's in your grain before they figure out your pricing or dockage. So this is an old unrestored model that has had a electric motor and pulley system put on it. It's got a belt on one side, and apparently you can do some adjustments to control your speed of your pulley, your belt, to control your air and fan flow. It works on a shaking system to shake all the seeds and debris out through this screen, and this screen just sits on top and it shakes back and forth. Where did the other screens go to?
We've only got one in and out, which is the biggest crap out.
So you can have multiple screens in there depending on what you're cleaning. Now this is grass seed that we actually combine, and we were combining it for the alfalfa seed. So there's some mature grass in it, alfalfa and clover seeds. We're working on our spring seed ordering. To know what we're going to need to order, we've got to get our seed clean, and this will also open up some storage space in the shop. I've been wanting to work on it. It's a decent couple of days here that we can be working out in the shop while it's raining instead of out in the woods. So let me show you. This is what a screen looks like, and there's different sizes. This one's in very good shape, and they're not marked for any certain grain, but this says it's got 9/16 inch holes. This one was probably rebuilt because it's got flat staples on it. Here's an example of another one, and it's probably a 1/4 inch wood all the way around, and the wood is old and dried out. It's real light. Some of them are absolutely falling apart, you can see. So on some project time, I can go through and cut some strips of wood and get these all rebuilt and restapled. I think when we got ours at an auction years ago, it came with multiple sets of screens. So what we're after right now is our vernal alfalfa seed. And the vernal alfalfa is really good for lots of reasons. We've also got white and red clover in here. So he just pours the bucket right on top. This is the old Clipper. Like I said, they went back to 1869. There's a screen that's sitting right on top, and this is a bunch of replacement screens that we have. It's doing some sorting right here.
And what's coming out is basically alfalfa and clover seed and ragweed. So then when we run it through for real, we'll have to get the ragweed seed out of it, which is bigger.
So if you didn't hear him, he said this is the alfalfa, clover, and some ragweed. So we'll sort it through with a smaller screen to get the ragweed out. And this is all the garbage that comes out that we don't want. So like there's bits of a grass stem, chaff, some occasional grains of corn are in there, probably from the mice. This has been laid out at some point on our shop floor, so there's a lot of dirt and dust mixed in. So it's going to get all sorted out so that we can plant it. We can run this through a grain drill or like a broadcast seeder. They have the cone 3-point attachment that will go on the back of a tractor. They use it for seed or fertilizer spreading. It's really good for large food plots and for even doing hay seeding like this, because then you just go through with the Cullipacker, completely no-till. Now this wouldn't work if it was hybrid. This was all heirloom and organic seed, so it wasn't treated with anything that makes it so that the offspring of the parent plant won't germinate. Seed cleaning was really popular back in the olden days, and a lot of people have gotten back to doing that. His dad has one of these, and he went through several days of cleaning and got bunches of buckets of grain. So we're kind of moving on to ours, getting into the same thing. So in a short amount of time, it's just about filled that bucket. It's doing a really good job.
Shut it down, get it attached better. That's why you're getting some bigger jump. It slides that way.
Okay, so a bucket of this is 12 pounds almost, and we're gonna go and weigh this and find out how much this is gonna weigh. Now he said that's shaking out a lot and some of the garbage is coming over on this side, so we'll have to clean it again. We're gonna stop for a second and throw a drywall screw in here to keep it from shaking out. So this is what we're starting with, and it's real hard to tell. Now I don't know what the whole bottom part is supposed to be about, but if it's just part of the box frame, some stuff does fall in there, but it seems to mostly be debris that goes down. Well, right now I'm seeing some fine teeth go down there. It might not. So to show you up close, you see we've got some corn and some stems. If you look, focus, like these little swirly pieces, that is alfalfa seed. So we want to save that and keep it out of there. But then I'm seeing a lot of smaller stuff that's ragweed. Now I'm not real certain what these are going for these days, but you can still pick them up on auction sites, local auctions, Craigslist and Marketplace. Oh, your bucket's full.
What?
Your bucket's full.
Take that bucket.
That's real good. So then we have a 55-gallon drum that we can put this in when it's all done. But look at how much nicer that is. So he said he wants to run it through a second time.
Or third. It'll take a while. It takes steps.
And I think we have about 11 containers of this that were 55-gallon barrels that we cut in half. So it'll be interesting to find out how much it condenses down to.
This is the first step, just to get all this huge crap out.
Yeah.
So right now,
it's real dusty and musty.
it's even blowing seed out the fan end.
Yeah.
So that'll be swept up when we get it on a finer screen.
Uh-huh.
The dirt will allow the dirt to fall through and the seed to leak out.
Right now it's just so bulky with what we have.
Filthy.
This is not something you want to be doing without a dust mask if you have any allergies or trouble with the dust, because it'll get you fast. It'll just plug you right up. So he's got a second bucket here. This is all the garbage that's coming out. It looks like the ragweed is falling to the bottom.
There's ragweed, clover, and alfalfa mix because
They're all small.
we're allowing the ragweed right now to fall through with
So, but very little is falling through to the bottom. We added this piece of plywood right here in the middle. Somebody else had cut out a section. I think they had it up on a platform so that it could fall down and then they wouldn't have to clean it out. There's actually grooves here on the sides, and this board will pull right out. Of course, they're nice and tight now. But it'd be a nice restoration project someday. There's a tray that sits on top. He said our stuff is so full of foreign matter that it's just better to not use this right now. It's adjustable. These wings make it so that you can open it up bigger or smaller.
now is what we want in the bottom, once you
Yep.
get rid of the rest.
So
ragweed seed is way bigger. We're just not trying to get that out yet.
The ragweed seed is dark, and the clover is kind of a reddish. seed cleaning again today. He said that cleaning and sorting the seed with the ragweed, the clover, and the alfalfa was such a pain in the butt. The seeds are all so small, it's just really hard to achieve what your end goal should be. but he did get a good amount of alfalfa put aside for this. So today we're cleaning oats. We're putting in a new hayfield right here behind us. It's all worked up and ready to go. We just wanted to be able to add oats to it as a cover crop to help suppress the seeds while the hay is establishing itself. So the first cutting is going to be oat hay. So far we've cleaned out about 250 pounds. We've put it on the scale clean. I've got good clean oats coming out of the bottom. This is oats from our storage bin that we seed saved a couple of years ago. This is a lot of sorted oats, and we're putting this aside as feed for the animals. And the fan kind of sorts out like smalls and hulls through here. So this is all going to go back into a big crate bin that I have that I use in the feed room so that I can grind this and use it for feeding like baby chicks or baby ducks. Some are broken hulls, some are not. A very little tiny bit of chaff is coming through here and small seeds that would probably germinate, just a smaller size, so they're lighter than the heavier ones that are falling down to the bottom. The trick and the hard thing is finding which screens to use, which combinations, because there's not like an oat screen. I think he ended up using bean screen maybe at the bottom, and then this odd one here at the top, and we had one that was smaller than this, but it wasn't big enough. So see, like where there was a hole in the tarp, we get some dark colored oats, and then it just sorts all that out. So this is what we're starting with for the product, and this is what we're ending. So the simple way would be to hook up an auger down here and put it right up into this bin, but why would you do that when you've got your wife standing around to do it for you? So I'm busy doing this a bucket at a time. I just scoop it out with the shovel so that I don't have to worry about my ponytail getting caught up into the pulleys. And the boys are bringing us 5-gallon buckets at a time. They need the exercise. It's a beautiful day. So Jack's been using the little red wagon or pulling 2 buckets at a time, carrying them out here and filling up this bin. This is a 100-gallon water container that we have on hand. So it works good for many, many purposes, doesn't it, Trey? Yeah. So apparently, I was looking at the Clippper. There's a knob here. He says he thought that this might be an original for controlling the speed on a hand crank. Not real sure about that, but you can see that parts of it has been relocated and changed out. So let me know about that. I've never really done a lot of research on these. Well, it's been a long time since I did.
On the ground.
I think it was all originally hand crank, and then later on had the motor mounted on it. His dad's telling him take it back and throw it on top of the rye so that the animals will feed it. And I'm saying, no, take it to the chicken room and put it in my crate. I was at the store the other day, and they have baby chicks and baby ducks in stock. And during these times, they're not selling them a whole lot, so they've been generally discounting them out. And we've got 3 Tractor Supplies in our area, and I went to one that I don't go to a lot. They had ducks there that have probably been there for 3 weeks, which is great because they're just about ready to feather out, which means less heat lamp. Now, it was supposed to get down to 20 degrees last night, and I think it was 34 this morning when we were starting out, and it's supposed to get up to maybe 50. So I really hate running that heat lamp, and I'd really like to get some of those discounted chicks and ducks. Let's see how much we've done here. I gotta put my last line up there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46 buckets full. That 46 buckets at 25 pounds a piece gets us up to 1,150 pounds. So, this will probably hold twice that amount again. But other than cleanup, I think that's about all we're going to need for today. He said somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 43 buckets. I don't know if he's going to want to keep going or not. The kids got tired out from hauling all the buckets to us, and I've got a huge amount of debris on the ground of chaff and garbage that blew out. So I'm going to get that cleaned up and get it into the barn because we're expecting a possible rain tonight, and I want to have this for feed for some future small livestock. So that's it for today on the seed cleaning, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.